Imagine a city-state known for spiritual leadership secretly amassing massive financial power. The Vatican, often seen as a symbol of faith, is also a global economic force. How did a religious institution become a financial empire? Let's uncover the intriguing intersection of spirituality and wealth. So when we think about the Vatican, we usually picture grand cathedrals, ancient relics, and the Pope delivering speeches to the masses. But what if the Vatican is also one of the wealthiest institutions in the world? Yup, the Vatican's financial influence extends far beyond its spiritual reach. We're talking about a portfolio that includes vast real estate holdings, investments in global markets, and a bank with a reputation as mysterious as it is powerful. Now let's talk about the Vatican Bank, officially known as the Institute for the Works of Religion or IQR. This isn't your everyday neighborhood bank. The IQR was established back in 1942 and has since become one of the most secretive financial institutions in the world. It primarily serves Catholic institutions, clergy, and a select group of private individuals. But what makes it so intriguing? The Vatican Bank operates with a level of secrecy that has led to numerous scandals and controversies over the years. The Vatican Bank, officially known as the Institute for the Works of Religion, operates as more than a mere financial institution. Its unique status within the Vatican City, a sovereign entity, means it is not subject to international banking regulations in the same way that commercial banks are. This level of autonomy has allowed the Vatican Bank to keep its operations shrouded in secrecy, attaching not only religious institutions but also individuals seeking financial privacy. Despite this autonomy, the lack of transparency has often led to criticism. Allegations of money laundering and connections to organized crime have haunted the Vatican Bank for decades, making it one of the most controversial financial institutions in the world. But why so secretive? The Vatican has often been criticized for its lack of transparency, with some alleging that the bank has been involved in everything from money laundering to mafia connections. Despite recent efforts to reform and bring more transparency to its operations, the Vatican Bank remains a topic of fascination and suspicion. Alright, so we know the Vatican is wealthy, but where does all the money come from? It's not just from donations, that's for sure. The Vatican's income streams are incredibly diverse. They've got investments in stocks, bonds, and even precious metals. But that's not all. The Vatican is also one of the biggest real estate owners in the world. One of the Vatican's most valuable assets lies in its extensive real estate portfolio. These holdings include prime properties in some of the most sought-after locations in Europe, such as luxurious apartments in London and sprawling estates in Italy. In Rome alone, the Vatican owns vast amounts of real estate, including residential buildings, office spaces, and historical properties. These assets generate significant rental income, adding to the Vatican's financial clout. Its ability to buy and maintain such valuable properties, often under favorable tax arrangements due to its sovereign status, gives the Vatican a steady and reliable source of revenue, ensuring its financial stability even in uncertain economic times. And let's not forget the Vatican museums. With millions of visitors each year, the entrance fees alone bring in a significant amount of revenue. Plus, they have a pretty lucrative business selling souvenirs, books, and religious artifacts. Combine all these income streams and you've got a financial empire that could rival some of the world's largest corporations. But it's not just about owning properties. The Vatican is also a major player in the art world. The Vatican museums, home to some of the world's most famous works of art, generate significant income through entrance fees and guided tours. Millions of visitors from around the globe flock to see the Sistine Chapel, the Raphael rooms, and countless other masterpieces. Beyond entrance fees, the Vatican's collection of religious artifacts, books, and souvenirs sold within the museum's shops adds to its revenue streams. These cultural treasures not only preserve the church's historical and religious significance, but also bring in substantial financial support for the Vatican's operations. In addition to real estate, the Vatican's global investments play a crucial role in its financial empire. The Vatican has invested in a diverse range of industries, including technology, pharmaceuticals, and luxury goods. These investments not only provide financial returns but also strengthen the Vatican's economic ties with various sectors. By strategically placing its capital in high-growth areas, the Vatican enhances its financial stability and influence. This global investment strategy helps buffer the Vatican against economic fluctuations and contributes to its long-term financial health. But how did the Vatican build such a massive financial empire? To answer that, we've got to go back in time. The roots of the Vatican's wealth go all the way back to the days of the Papal States, which were territories in central Italy governed by the Pope. The revenue generated from these territories, including land taxes, economic activities, and the control of key trade routes, provided the Vatican with substantial financial resources. This wealth allowed the Vatican to build and maintain significant religious and cultural assets. The end of the Papal States marked a pivotal moment in Vatican history. promoting a dramatic shift in its financial strategies. However, in the 19th century, the unification of the Italy stripped the Vatican of much of its territory, plunging it into a financial crisis. But the Vatican didn't stay down for long. Through savvy negotiations like the Lateran Treaty of 1929, which resulted in a substantial financial settlement from the Italian government, the Vatican was also able to recover and even thrive. Over time, strategic investments in real estate, stocks, and bonds helped the Vatican rebuild and expand its wealth. The Vatican's approach to investment has always been marked by careful diversification. Beyond real estate, the Vatican has positioned itself in a variety of industries from pharmaceuticals to technology. This strategic allocation of assets ensures that the Vatican not only grows its financial portfolio but also secures influence in the key sectors of the global economy. By investing in industries that are resilient and often show high-end potential, the Vatican protects itself from the volatility of any single market. Moreover, its investments in sustainable energy and luxury goods have further cemented its status as a key player in the world of finance, making it a powerful institution both spiritually and economically. Now, it wouldn't be a story about a financial empire without some scandals, right? The Vatican's financial dealings haven't always been squeaky clean. One of the most notorious scandals involved the collapse of Banco Ambrosiano in 1982. The Vatican Bank was accused of being complicit in this scandal, which involved money laundering, fraud, and even alleged connections to the mafia. The Banco Ambrosiano scandal of 1982 was a watershed moment for the Vatican Bank, casting a long shadow over its financial dealings. Banco Ambrosiano, once Italy's largest private bank, was deeply connected to the Vatican Bank through a complex network of financial relationships. When Banco Ambrosiano collapsed under the weight of massive debts, it was revealed that the Vatican Bank had played a significant role in its fraudulent activities. The scandal involved billions of dollars in embezzled funds, alleged connections to the mafia groups, and even the mysterious death of Roberto Calvi, the bank's chairman, who was found hanging under a bridge in London. These revelations shocked the Vatican to its core and raised questions about how much financial improprieties had gone unnoticed for so long. The scandal led to calls for more transparency in the Vatican Bank's operations, but the reforms were slow to materialize. Another major controversy was the VatiLeaks scandal of 2012, where confidential Vatican documents were leaked, exposing financial mismanagement and corruption within the Holy See. These scandals have raised serious questions about the Vatican's financial practices and have led to increased calls for transparency and accountability. So with all this wealth and power, just how far does the Vatican's influence extend? The Vatican isn't just a religious leader, it's a major player on the global stage. The Holy See maintains diplomatic relations with over 180 countries and plays a significant role in international relations, advocating for peace, human rights, and social justice. But it's not just about diplomacy. The Vatican's financial resources give it a considerable leverage in global finance. Through its investments and real estate holdings, the Vatican influences markets and economies around the world. And let's not forget the Vatican Bank, which, despite its secretive nature, plays a role in international finance, providing services to Catholic institutions and individuals across the globe. Given all the controversies and scandals, you might be wondering what's been done to clean things up. Well, in recent years, especially under Pope Francis, there's been a significant push for financial reform within the Vatican. Pope Francis has made it clear that he wants the Vatican to be a model of transparency and ethical financial management. Despite Pope Francis's reforms, the Vatican faces significant challenges in overhauling its financial practices. Resistance to change within the institution and the complex nature of its global investments can impede progress. Efforts to increase transparency must contend with entrenched traditions and the inherent secrecy of financial operations. Moreover, the Vatican's financial reforms are closely scrutinized by both internal and external stakeholders, creating pressure to deliver visible results. Balancing reform with the preservation of the Vatican's financial autonomy and historical legacy remains a delicate and ongoing process. This includes introducing new oversight bodies, signing agreements with international financial watchdogs, and even publishing annual financial reports for the first time in the Vatican's history. These reforms are a step in the right direction, but critics argue that there is still a long way to go. The Vatican Bank in particular remains a point of contention, with many calling for more transparency and accountability. So what does the future hold for the Vatican's financial empire? It's clear that the Vatican is at a crossroads. On one hand, it needs to maintain its financial independence to support its global mission. On the other hand, it must ensure that its financial practices are transparent, ethical, and aligned with its spiritual values. As the Vatican continues to navigate this complex landscape, one thing is certain: its financial operations will remain a topic of intrigue and scrutiny. The balance between faith and finance is delicate, and the Vatican's ability to manage this balance will determine its influence in the years to come. So what do you think? Should the Vatican be more transparent with its finances, or is secrecy part of what keeps it so powerful? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more intriguing content like this. Thank you for watching.